Hello and welcome to today's video. My name is Jeannie and today I'm going to be doing another update on the workout, which is courses. It's been a minute since I've done one of these videos, but I know a lot of the comments that have been left on previous videos have to do with the video quality or the audio quality or other issues along those lines that people didn't necessarily love. But there have been some updates that have been made to the course. They have been refilmed and the audio quality is a lot better. I do believe Liz is wearing a microphone throughout the video so that you can hear her better. Her dog is no longer featured in the videos. There's a new backdrop. They've also included subtitles in the videos. Don't know if they're completely done with all the videos, but that is something that they started working on. If they haven't finished, that is something that they are going to finish doing. And yeah, I think that might help those that have been waiting for better video quality. The videos are still in a vertical format. Personally, I don't mind because as I'm going through the videos, I don't always look at the screen. I listen along and follow the directions I'm given. If I'm not quite sure like what it looks like, I will look at the screen, but for the most part, I listen to the instructions. I don't necessarily like look at the screen all the time. And then once you go through the course like a couple of times, you start remembering the structure, and I find that I don't always refer to the screen. So for me, it's not a big deal. For some people, I know they have expressed concerns about that. But let's see what else. I recently started the whole course over again. I have gone through it a couple of times in the past. I initially signed up on January 9th of last year. So that's when I signed up. And I started with the 3-course bundle because the 5-course bundle includes the lower back and the core. And intuitively, I just knew that I wasn't ready to work my core yet. And the lower back videos and the core videos are the ones I still haven't gone completely through. So I am currently going through a period in my life where I'm getting much more intentional about taking better care of my body. One of the things that clicked deeper for me was how much stress I have in my life and how much stress my body holds on to, mainly in the form of tightness and tension. I do get like a lot of tension in my neck and shoulders. And I do want to start building up so that I can go through the exercises that are in the lower back and the core section of the 5-course bundle, because I started but they just felt like too much. I wasn't ready for them yet. So again, I decided to start the course all over again. I am currently on day 4, and this is another difference that I did want to share because in the original format of the course, you had like you do repeat certain exercises sometimes a couple of times. So let's say day 2, 3, and 4, you're repeating the same exercise over and over again, but they were under just one tab. Now what they've done is that they've separated into like different, like day 2 contains that exercise, and then once you complete it, it marks it off for you, and then day 3, it's the same exercise, but it's under a different tab. So once you complete that, it marks it off for you, and then you move on to day 4, which I believe, don't quote me on this. I do believe day 2, 3, and 4 are the same exercise, and they've also added a section of like why we're repeating the same exercise a couple of days in a row. So it's a lot easier to keep track of where you're at. When I first went through the course, like I kept track on my planner. That way I could remember what day I was on. So now it's a lot more simpler. You can just log in, and once it's completed, it'll move you down, even if it is the same movement practice. The other thing that I was going to mention, oh, sorry, I couldn't remember there for a minute, was for me personally, I like that as she walks you through the movements and the exercises, she sometimes does explain certain things. So there are bits and pieces of teaching moments that I really like because I find that it's easier for me personally to get behind something when I can understand the why of it. So that's another thing that I really love about her program and the structure. Another thing I love about the course is how gentle it is. For me personally, again, I have talked about this in previous videos, a little bit about my journey. I really struggled after my mom passed away, and after she passed away, grief was something that became a very familiar feeling in my life. I lost my mom the year after. I lost a very dear friend of mine, and 4 years after mom passed away, my dad passed away. So there's definitely been a lot of loss and a lot of grief in my life, which I didn't have the tools or the knowledge as to how to properly process those emotions. And it's something that I continue to learn, and I continue to learn how to navigate life through loss, and also learn how to navigate the waves of grief that can come on, even if it's been years since, the loss occurred. It is still something that impacted my life and continues to do so. And I've had to learn to, one, accept that grief never goes away. You just learn to live with it and you learn to navigate it. But looking back now, it's gotten easier to show myself compassion and more gentleness because of realizing the impact that grief had not only on my mental health but also my body. When my mom passed away about 6 months after, I started to want to move my body a little bit more and start to take better care of my body and my health. And I started with walking. And when I started, I'm not kidding y'all, like I could barely walk a block without feeling like I was gonna die. That's how bad my nervous system was. But I didn't understand that from like a nervous system perspective of everything that I had been through, the toll it took. I didn't see it that way. I was very hard on myself, thinking thoughts of like, what's wrong with you? You can't even walk a block, like you're so weak, and being really, really hard on myself. And like I mentioned before, I'm currently going through a season where I really do feel the nudge to take better care of my body, to move more, but I also have the energy to do so. When I first started the course, I didn't have a lot of energy, and I originally signed up with the intention for the course to help me with weight loss. I can't say that I've experienced any weight loss yet. However, I do recognize that there are other factors that still need my attention in order to facilitate that process a little bit more for me, mostly environmental factors. But one of the things that I wasn't expecting, that in reality like ended up working a lot better than I could have imagined, was that the course really helped me with sleeping better. At about maybe like halfway through the first course, which I believe is the hips course, I just started feeling like I was ready for bed. And in the past, like before the course and before I felt that shift, I was going to sleep at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, sometimes 7 in the morning on days where it was really bad and I just couldn't shut down. So once my nervous system started regulating enough, like I was starting to feel sleepy at around like 10 at night, 11, and it's like I craved going to bed. I was like, I didn't care about watching another show. I just wanted to go to sleep, and I started sleeping so much better. And that is one of the things that has stayed pretty consistent, even if I have taken pauses in between the courses. Like I'll finish a round and then I will do more of an intuitive movement practice with like the movements that I've learned throughout the course. I'll kind of like make up my own structure and I'll play with that. Or sometimes, life gets busy and I forget and I lose consistency. And when I really start feeling like my body feels heavy and really holding a lot of tension, like I'll drop to the ground and I'll do a couple of like knee sways, and then like I'll remember how good it feels. So that's another thing that I've been working on, getting back on track. And that's why I decided to start the course over again, to really go, like, I can feel how I'm going into the course this time around with like a different mentality. There has been a lot of growth, and I do believe that that can really impact and influence the results that you have. Like if you go into something with intention and like deciding that you're doing this for yourself and for your health and for your body, then that's when we get some of the best results. Not necessarily clinging on so much to like what's the outcome going to be, but like I'm doing this to help myself feel better, to help my body and my nervous system. That's when I've personally noticed that I've had much better results. So let me go. Do you want to go out? This is why I asked you if you wanted to stay, because I was gonna film. Are we gonna be quiet? Okay, so I think essentially that's it. I wanted to keep this one pretty short and simple because I have talked about it more in depth in previous videos. Just want to let y'all know that the videos have been reshot. They're higher quality. They are still in vertical format. Again, personally, I don't mind if you watch on your phone and you keep it vertical. It's no big deal. But the audio quality is better. The video quality is better. Her dog is no longer featured in the videos, so you won't have that background noise. On her Instagram stories, Liz shared how they did pause recording for like every airplane or every sound that there was. So the sound quality, for those of you who had that concern, should be a lot better. If you're still on the fence about the course, I would recommend starting with one. Start with one course and see how you feel. And then once you see how your body responds to the movement practice, then you can decide to upgrade to one of the bundles or just stay with that one course. She does have this new service that you could also purchase as an add-on, which is text accountability messaging. If you're someone that struggles to stay consistent, you can send it for text messaging, and that'll give you reminders to stay consistent. I do have an affiliate code that saves you 10% off your purchase. So yeah, I'm going to leave that down below. One thing I will say about that is, let's say if you buy one course, you save 10% off of that, and then let's say later on you want to upgrade to the 3-course bundle, there is a separate code that will save you money in the sense that it'll you'll only have to pay the difference, but it doesn't stack on with my code. So if you feel like you're someone that struggles with your hips, shoulders, I think it's hips, shoulders, jaw is like the 3-course bundle. If you were to go ahead and do the 3-course bundle and use my code, you do end up saving a little bit more money than if you buy one first and then do the upgrade to the 3-course bundle. The 5-course bundle includes the lower back and the core, so it's like a full body workout. It is broken down into parts and you work your way up. You start hips, shoulders, jaw, and then you work down to your lower back and your core. So I personally, again, I love the course because compared to, like, for example, what one Pilates class would be, I get you know, 5 courses that I can work on at my pace. I can pause, I can go slow, I don't feel the pressure of keeping up with the class, or of course, like if it's a private class, those are a little bit more in price. So that's one of the things that personally drew me to the course. I like working at my pace. I love that it's on my phone. I can go to the park and do my workout there if I feel called. If the day is beautiful, it also helps me get out and get a bit of vitamin D. So I personally love that flexibility of being able to access the course wherever I am. And I do think it's quite affordable. Again, even though I haven't quite seen results in the weight perspective of it, I have seen results in the sleeping aspect. Getting better sleep, being able to get to bed earlier and sleep throughout the night. Everybody is different, so that's why some people get, like, let's say there are a lot of people who have mentioned that they lose a lot of weight with the course. So yeah, that's all I have for you today. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them down below and I will do my best to answer them. And the affiliate code will be found in the description box along with my link if you guys would like to try the course out for yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye. You are the sweetest little bubs. Can you sit so I can start my video? Do you want to say hello? Say hi, everybody. My name is Meatball, and I love to cuddle when it's raining. Say hi. Oh, look at these papas. Say hi. Hi, friends. So cute.